Hi everybody, in this episode I'd like to talk more about multiplayer editing and multiplayer editing in Zellij and Emacs. So I would like to talk about the benefits but also the constraints. So first thing, let's create code space where we can make this demo. In the meanwhile that is connecting, let me um, tell you more about Emacs. So Emacs supports client server. The client is Emacs client, and but the challenge is that is actually single threaded, and there are some operation in Emacs client like opening the mini buffer that they will block all the other clients. So you can have multiple Emacs client running at the same time, connecting to the same server, but only one, you can only interact with one at a time. Um, and so to actually have two developers typing at the same time, the only option is to start two servers. And with two servers, they will use as many Emacs clients they want. And I will show you how to do it in the code space. This is the code space from the private repo, so it is some commits ahead of the public one, but I will push the latest changes also to the public one after this video, so you will be able to test it on your own. So here I can see that here is still using the shell bash. So let me reconnect and then let's see. Now he uses the fish. Okay, so there is like a race condition. The post create commands are taking too long now. So the shell, so the bash is, the fish is started from the bash for technical reasons. And let's check the tail. Okay, the tail is actually building Emacs. So is doing a Doom sync. Let's wait a few seconds. Okay, now is cloning all the repos and is doing adding the repos to the project. Of course, this part is not happening in the public version of this code space because there are no repo that makes sense to clone. Okay, but I think we can, yeah, we can go in parallel. Okay, so now we start Zellij, and this is an alias, but um, you know, just to, it's just a shortcut. I will show you the command. So I will connect as Alberto, and then I will start Emacs. That is also an alias. And here Emacs is actually starting Emacs client and it's saying, look, the server is not there. Let me start it. And now Emacs, Doom Emacs uses projectile, and projectile is now using notifinkable, that is the name of the project, the private project. So this code space lives in the repo notifinkable. It will be another name, I think is code space data engineering is the name of the other repo that is the public one, but they are more or less the same. And now I am, you can read here, I am connected in a session that is called Alberto. So there is a shortcut. I think I click the wrong. So again, I start Emacs, Control B, S. And here I see the session manager that says you are Alberto. And then I SSH again to this code space, and this time I will pretend to be another developer, Marlon. So if we do Control B S here, we see now that there is also Marlon. Okay, so let's show the limit of Emacs. So if I create a new pane and I start Emacs, and file recent, there are no file recent. Okay, open the make file, for example, and on this one open the readme. Okay, now if I open the mini buffer, that is this one, I can switch to this one, but I show you that nothing happens. So let me close this one. I press J and K, nothing happens because it's actually blocked, you know? So that's why, because the two Emacs client, they talk with the same server. So actually they don't, they step on each other toes because the server is single threaded. So with the mini buffer opening one pane, the other Emacs client will not be able to make progress. So now if we close, you see it has moved here because I press, it buffers. I guess the server is receiving, but is not consuming the inputs, and so they just pile up, and now the J happens. Now let's say that we are the other developer, and we start Emacs. Um, what you can see in Emacs, you can do space H or other, and then server space name. You can see that the server name is originally, the original value is server, but actually is Marlon. And I can do here the same thing, server name, and here is Alberto. So in this way, you can have two server, and they will, and the Emacs client of the two developers, they will not step on each other toes. Now, let's say that we want to see both developers typing at the same time. I cannot really do it here because I have only one keyboard, but I will simulate as much as I can. So I do Control B session, and then I say join the session of Alberto. Yeah. And now, as you can see, I say the same thing. So let's say Alberto is on the left, so is this one on the left. So um, give me a sec. Control tab. I need to close this first. Okay, so here is the Western tab, and this is the Zellij tab. So these are two different things. So right now I am in this tab as Alberto, and I am on this part, on this pane, right? Now, if I go to the other one, that is this one, then I focus this pane, okay? And as you can see, it tells me that there is another developer, so my focus as Alberto is here, and then Marlon is here. Then if I switch to Marlon point of view, that is this one, it says that Marlon is here and Alberto is here. The focus user purple. So Alberto is purple, Marlon is blue. And then what? Here, what I need to do, because I am in this session, I need to do Emacs dash S Marlon, enter. Now you see, let me open the makefile again. Um, so I will open here the mini buffer. Then I will open the mini buffer here. You see, they don't step in each other toes, so they don't block because these are two different server. So two different mini buffers. And the two developers, they can really type at the same time. Imagine one is writing the code, the other is writing the unit test. You can do this kind of experiments. Now the question is, as a goodie, the question could be, okay, but if they are here and someone says, okay, I open a new, then you step on each other toes because I said new pane or from this point of view. So new pane, he opens the new pane there, right? So you steal space to the other developer. But the nice thing is that Emacs has also vterm that is very powerful. So you can really actually opening vterm. Now it's compiling. Um, okay, so that's it. You can really open vterm. Mm, um, okay, so yeah, you have a terminal inside the editor, so you can run commands without creating troubles. And then there are a series of shortcuts from Zellij, for example. I can break out my pane. Um, so it's not working because I think we need to. Okay, I cannot demo the breakout because this session some shortcuts are not available, I guess, but I will do another time. But it's possible really to move the panes in new tabs and then put the tabs back in other tabs. So there is a lot of flexibility. Okay, so this is the demo. To recap, Emacs is not multi-threaded, so it's a client server, but only one client can be active at the same time, and the other clients, they cannot be active. And with Zellij, you can have two developers typing at the same time in the same tab, but you need to be careful with Emacs. You need to start two sessions, otherwise they will step on each other's toes. Thank you very much. See you.